Hello everyone, and welcome back to Transport Fever. Joining me here on our Chicago to St. Louis, Detroit route. As you can see, it is 1924, and the AI passengers are starting to take matters into their own hand and getting cars to do their journeys between some of our cities, which is causing some trouble for our trucks here. They're getting held up in the traffic, but it's not too bad. I've seen a lot worse in my time. And just have a look here whilst we're here. This is doing very... There's not a lot of food waiting here. No, there's not a lot of grain being delivered either. Whilst we're here, I think we're just going to put a couple of extra trucks on there. What we want is... Cattle Run. That's the one. So, yeah, last episode we built our little water taxi route here. Ooh, there's someone waiting. There's one person waiting to use it, so here they all come. They still haven't managed to get down here to take anyone anywhere yet, but it will take a while for it to bed in. And I've probably put probably a couple too many ships on this route, but we can afford the loss it will make just for it to look quite nice, basically. Because we've got 8 million and we have no loans anymore. We got to the point now in the game where unless we go very silly with upgrades, we won't have any issues with money. Like I say, unless we go crazy and build up a lot of maintenance costs for expensive trains, we shouldn't really have any problems anymore. But you've always got to keep an eye on it just in case. Now, this guy's not very full. He's only just making money most months, so I think what we will do this episode is we're going to finish this food upgrade we were doing. So running food to Atlanta and then running food down to Miami, just so we can try and boost Miami a little bit more. It does get the fuel deliveries now. So yeah, it's got pretty good food delivery, but the shopping is poor. So we're going to do that today, and we might connect Atlanta up to Washington just to try and make this like a 3-stop route. Put some faster trains on it, just to see if we can improve how quickly these are growing. So let's just get to it, I think. Now, we don't need to delete that. So basically we're going to continue this down. We'll probably join it up with this route, just so it looks quite nice. But in fact, what we're going to do first is fully connect this up. No, we don't want that, because we're not going to electrify any trains. This should snap onto the other track in there. There we go. Just going to double rail this passenger bit, because we definitely will be putting at least one more train on here once we upgrade the route. And then like we saw I think last episode it was, where we finally got aeroplanes. So we are going to be, in the next episode or two, at least building a start of a airline system. I think we'll build, I think like I said in the last one, maybe one in Atlanta, one up near New York or Philadelphia, and then one over here, maybe Oklahoma or New Orleans. And just have a little network here, and then very soon we're going to go over to the West Coast and build up a little network over there as well, and then try and connect them both up, which is kind of the aim of the series. Kind of use planes to connect the East and West Coast of America, and see how good we can get that working. Okay, so this is mostly flat, which is excellent. So we're going to go into Washington here. We're coming to this side. So we're going to run into problems here. We should have built Washington as a 4-platform station. And it's going to be extremely expensive for us to upgrade it now. Let's have a look. Construction not possible now, so it's not even going to tell us the cost. But when we do it, it's going to destroy this whole row of houses. That's going to cost us like 10 million or something. I mean, we don't need to for now, because we can bring the route in on a different platform. So yeah, we'll just bring it on the left-hand platform for now. But yeah, long term that's going to be very expensive, because we're going to have to upgrade that station at some point. Where's our route? Here it is. Let's see how much this costs. 1 million. I think we'll accept that. It's all 75 all the way. Yeah, we'll do it. Oh, we do need to get rid of this guy though. Sorry, depot. You serve your use very well, but it is time to go. Try and curve that round into there. Why wouldn't you work? Construction not possible. This road playing funny. You know what? We'll just destroy it. There we go. We shall do it that way. Construction was very possible. And there we go. Probably change that to a bridge soon, actually, but for now it will. It'll be fine. I'm just gonna put a crossing in here. There we go. And then double track all of this. This is a very long bit of connection here, in fact. Exceedingly long. So when we upgrade these trains, we're definitely going to have to pick the fastest train. We can find, because otherwise it's going to take so long for passengers to actually get anywhere. It's barely going to be worthwhile. Put these here. And then just space them out, just so if trains do get a little close to themselves, they have something that forces them to space out a little bit. Probably don't need as many as I put in, but I always put a few too many, I find. Let's put it in here. Down here, and then probably some more here, and then like a last set down here somewhere. I know this is longer than I remember, so no, we'll put another set in. Oh, we actually need to put a crossing in here as well. Nope, that's not where I wanted it. There we go. And in there. And then the signals. One there and one up here or something like that. And that should switch. It won't switch them over yet, because we haven't updated the route to go past Atlanta, so at the moment he'll just use one route. Well, let's try this. So we're going to go Atlanta to Miami, Miami back to Atlanta. Yes, I know the station appears twice. Let me finish pressing the buttons. And then Washington. There we go. And then back to Atlanta, back to Miami. Yeah, that's correct. Yes, it is. Now we'll just make sure this has been sensible. I don't think it has. Oh no, there we go, it's updated now. So yeah, at the moment this route will come in here, and then this route will take over and go down here, so we don't have to worry about it at the moment, but we will at some point have to upgrade this. Which, like I say, is going to be very painful for us, but it has to be done. And then on here we do need another depot being built, because we're definitely going to put at least one more train on here. If we curve it out of here. I meant to do the food route first, but you know, there's nothing like being distracted. Where is he? Down here somewhere, I think. Yes, here he is. And what do we have on there at the moment? The Atlantic. Atlantic with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Atlantic with 8 carriages. To be fair, I think we'll just put the same on there, 'cause I think the Atlantic's the fastest we've got. We're definitely not using these, the skunks. 70. This is faster, but it's so ludicrously expensive. I'm not going to use one of those. So we're going to build one of these. Is there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? I don't know, let's put 2 on there. I think we will. We'll just clone it. We don't have enough money to clone it. Okay, well, visit the bank manager. There we go. Let's set that going. So that should help expand Atlanta and Miami, because at the moment we've only had the one train running up and down. Miami has grown, but not a great deal. So, this should help force some improvement in these, especially bringing passengers from Washington. Now, we could do this as one massive route, so, Miami, Atlanta, Washington, Philadelphia, New York. Oh, we've got a new plane. Dornier Merker. Okay. Up to Boston. We could have this as one massive route, combine the trains and just run it as one route, which we might do later on actually. But for now we'll keep it as 2 separate ones. But we might combine it later just to see how well it does really. It'll probably do quite well. I'm going to try, I think, and turn one of these trains around. Yes. If I can. No path. What do you mean no path? Oh, we hadn't actually crossed. Actually, we'll just let him go. We'll just let him go. We'll pause the next train for a bit. This one, we will tell you to stop. Just so we can spread these out a little bit, because he's going to be here. And he's only just going to be here. So we're going to wait for this guy to reach Miami. And then we're going to let this guy go. Because then they should be spaced out quite nicely. A lot of traffic now building up inside the cities, so that's something for us to keep an eye on. He's off on his way. And then once we let this guy go, we will, sort out the food train going down there as well. Start. All the roads are upgrading. I think the game is just stuttering a little bit because now we've got to 1925. The AI is upgrading all the roads on the map to, these tarmac roads, which is just causing a very slight performance hit. Usually, I am on a experimental map, so this map is, I think, twice as big as the largest you can use by default. So it runs very well on my setup, which I have got in my description on my video if you do want to take a look. But because of the amount of cities there are on the map, I think with it upgrading these roads, it is just going to have a couple of stutters here and there, just whilst it pushes through all the changes to the cities. Because apart from that, I've not seen any issues, which is quite good for the size of map I am playing. So it's impressive. So yeah, we're going to curve this down and bring it into Miami. So we'll do that so it doesn't have any slowdown. And then we're going to just connect it up to this route, just so basically all the different rail routes down Florida go down this one trunk. Now we'll do it to here because now we need to see where our commercial is. It's right here, which is fantastic for us because we're going to play the game of destroying the AI's good work. So I think we're basically just going to run it straight into here, place it here. So we will have to rebuild this a little bit because our fuel gets delivered over here, but we'll rebuild that after. Remember to use a goods station. Is always wise. Track type high speed, because we have got high speed track now, so we will be, at some point I do need to go around and upgrade all my other routes. But we haven't got any trains at the moment that would actually make use of the increased speed, so there's no rush on that. I thought we'd be able to get all of this in one. Oh, there we go. Nearly all. We're going to accept that. Nearly got all of this commercial. Saves us having to have a little truck system going, so. Not reach around here? I didn't think it would. To be honest, you can go. Yep. Yes. And you can go. And we'll just do a little bit of remodeling. Actually, you can go as well. Oh, we can't because we did it the wrong way around. Oh well. You can grow out there. That's exactly what I wanted to happen anyway. Let's go do that. I'll just delete these just so the AI can kind of rebuild these roads in a bit of a nicer way, basically. And then if we extend these tracks out, so these go to 186 now instead of 70. But like I say, we haven't actually got any trains that will make use of that speed, so I'm not too worried about upgrading everything else. And then let's see where it's rerouted these trucks. Okay, so it's routed it back up here. We could just leave it then without another connection. No, do you know what we're gonna do one anyway. Let's bring this down here. I think just follow the path of the track, and then we're gonna basically just cross over here. See what kind of bridge we can get. Okay, now in a snazzy blue instead of the green. Now we're in the future. Yeah, there we go. That looks okay. Upgrade this. Upgrade that one bit of road. And then we'll let the AI upgrade all the rest for us. We're not going to mess around with that too much. Oh, they still want to go that way anyway. Oh well. Hopefully this gets a little bit of love by the AI. And then we're just going to connect this up if we can. Train alignment. Oh, it is very hilly here. 100 and... yeah, that'll do us. There we go. This looks interesting here, but once we upgrade the line to be all high speed as well, it will be fine. And then we are just going to have to put some signals in here. I think that will work. It should. It should work. That should work. Famous last words. But that should stop the trains having to wait for an awful long time to you know, cross over there. Now if we can connect these up, that'd be great. Oh, we can. Excellent. So yeah, now we just need to rejig all of this basically. So where is our line for here? It is... I can't remember what we called it. It was like... Atlanta commute. I thought it was Atlanta something, but obviously not. Oh, we can press this actually. Visible lines, I think. Show any lines that are visible on the main screen. Florida Feud Combine. That's the one we're after. This is the guy we've had running from here to Atlanta. and yeah, he's made a bit of money, but not a great deal. The problem is he's been running all all the different steps himself, so it's not very efficient having a train doing that. So we are going to change how it works totally, and I think we'll just start with new lines. So we're going to have one line that goes from here to here, and that is going to be called the Atlanta food delivery. And that is one line, and then we need a line from here to here, and that is going to be the Florida bulk grain. And then the last one is going to be here all the way down to Miami. Let's see if this actually worked. It did. Seems to like how that's going to work out. Just turn this back on just to see. Yeah, so you cross over the tracks here. And that is going to be the Miami food. There we go. That's our 3 routes we're going to now have running this system. And don't want that turned on anymore. You are moving. You're going to go to the Atlanta food delivery section, just because he's only got a couple of carriages and he's a mogul, but it's such a small run, we don't really need anything faster than a mogul running that. Now these bits we do want something faster. We're definitely going to be making use of, should we use an Atlantic or a Mikado? I think for this bit we're actually going to use a Mikado, just to have something different on the route. Not enough money. Oh yeah, we spent all our money. Oh well. The bank manager will like us. He'll be earning lots of interest from us this year. So yeah, we're going to use a Mikado just to mix it up a little bit. And then this is cattle at the moment, so we will keep using cattle on there. So livestock ones, and we're going to put lots of trucks on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. I told you we are going to put a lot on there. And then we want this to be Florida bulk grain. It's got the wrong name. Because you're going to be livestock. We're using grain further up in on the east coast. Definitely going to be livestock down here. So yeah, we're going to have this huge Mikado train basically. Let's watch him come out. Actually, he might not. He'll have to wait for this guy to leave. Speed up time a little bit just so we can see it happen. He's waiting in there. Once the last carriage passes this switch here, it should let this guy out. If not, yep, here he comes. He's waited patiently. This is the first Mikado we're going to have. It'll probably be the only Mikado we have, because we'll probably use an Atlantic for this long route just because of the extra speed. But then we'll upgrade this one to, I think it's the Pacific, which is the next large train that appears. But yeah, he's going to be able to pick up all the cattle he wants, 180. Yeah, we need him to come out of here so we can build the next one, but there he goes. It's a huge beast of a train. We're actually going to encounter an issue here. Yeah, we're actually going to have to move this depot, because when I build the Atlantic, it's not got enough space to come out, turn around and go back up here. So we're actually going to rebuild this. We're going to try to do the same, similar kind of thing where it connects up all these different routes, because I think that look quite nice. almost like a little goods yard here. There we go. Yeah, that looks nice. And I don't think we'll be able to bring one over from here. Oh, we can. We'll definitely do that then. It looks silly for one reason. Because I haven't upgraded all of these, which I will do now. Construction not possible. Okay. Fine, I'll do it all. There we go. And then we'll fill this in with a little bit of scenery things and stuff like that to kind of finish how it looks. But for now, we're just worrying about getting trains on here. And here we go. So yeah, this is going to be the run all the way down here. So this is definitely going to be Atlantic because I want the speed that the Atlantic can do. And then boxcar because it's going to be food. And we're going to put, I think 10 on here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll put 10 on there for now. And then once Miami's growing, we'll put some more on there. So this is Miami food delivery. That's the one we're after. And there we go. That's just a little upgrade we've done. So let's just make sure it does work. So he's going to come out of here and then he should turn around and go the other way. He's not going to have really any food. Actually, we need to delete the other line now. The food combine, you served as well. You are going because I don't want this to carry on creating food for you. And he's going to be empty. He is indeed. And this guy, here he comes. 71. That's not too bad. See how much he... Ooh, we've got a new car, I think. Oh, no, here we go. Ah, typical. We just got it. It's not the Atlantic, but it is another graded train. The 412-2 Class 900. Only goes 60 miles an hour, so why would you use that? Oh, okay, look at the power. It's got so much power. This is for pulling massive trains. It is quite expensive. In fact, for the cost, I just used the Milwaukee, which was really expensive anyway. But we might use one of these for one of our lines, just, again, for some train variation, if nothing else. There we go. This should really start picking up how much food it creates. In fact, look, keep high production to upgrade in 7 months. So it's picked up that we have increased the capacity of the route here. And the same should happen here. This should start producing a lot more. In fact, I think it just upgraded to a 400 facility. So this guy will start running full once this picks up the difference and really starts increasing that production limit. But this guy, the problem we'll have is this guy is so fast running between these two. I mean, he does 2 runs in the time it takes this guy to do 1. So that's why we don't want to put too many carriages on here, because he just won't have anything to take. But there we go, that's our little route down here, so we'll leave that. It should look quite good. This is going to look good with them passing each other. I think these are actually the 2 passenger trains. They are. But here we go, so he'll cross here, and because we've got a signal here, and here in fact, neither of these trains should slow down. I think they should pass without any interruption. Yeah, there's easily enough space here, so he won't even slow down. Don't think. 46. Oh, in fact, he's speeding up. He's playing chicken with the other train. He's going to win. So yeah, excellent. So that's a little upgrade there, which is going to start paying us dividends very soon. Let's repay some of this loan. Let's see, let's have a look at the income. So yeah, our income's kind of going up and down. This The difference there is I imagine a ship came in. Yes, 3 million instead of 500,000. So one of our oil ships, I would imagine, did a delivery. We have got an awful lot of fuel building up here now, which is fantastic. Who are you? You're the St. Louis one, so you're going to take quite a lot of this stuff. So we might upgrade this again to deliver somewhere else, even if we just do a little one down to Houston, which we haven't paid a visit to in a while. It's not doing too bad to say it has nothing been delivered except for passengers, so this fuel that we've got here we could do with running some of that over here. Let's have a look. Where's the industry? Oh, it's all the way over here. In fact, because of where it is, we might just do a train. What we will probably do is hook up this oil field here to deliver into here, and then have a little offshoot that delivers the fuel. Actually, yeah, that would be an excellent way to do it. We would run fuel into here, oil into here, bring fuel back on the same train, so it would make money in both directions, and then just have a little shuttle train that then delivered the oil into here. That is what we will do. Then it means Houston will get some industry delivery, and then because we're delivering the fuel back to here, it opens up the chance to then deliver that to Dallas or something else. So that's definitely something we're going to be doing soon, as well as connecting up the rest of these towns. We've got a lot to be doing. Now we've got the money, we can afford to do it all as well. And here we go, we'll just have a look here. This is our little test route we put in. It's very busy actually, 43, and where is this? 12. So it's full in both directions. Let's make it as 100,000. That's not too bad, it's making us about 100,000 a year just for having, I think, 4 buses on this route. So we might look at doing some more of these as well soon. Just hook up a couple of the cities kind of across that we won't be hooking up with trains. So we might even do a Pittsburgh to Philadelphia bus route. Just to kind of bring some horizontal connections, as it were, across between all our cities. But only where it makes sense. But I think we will leave it there. Every episode, I think, I say we need to upgrade this. And we really do need to upgrade this, because it's getting ludicrously busy now. We really need to change this to deliver the food by train. But that's a big job. And, you know, I don't think it'll be the next job. I think the next job will be this that we were talking about, or starting a little West Coast network going, just so we can get some planes working. But we will leave it there for today. If you have, as always, any suggestions or any ideas you want me to do, please do let me know. And if not, I'll see you on the next episode.